Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey sets off on an ambitious path to chart the evolution of ancient beings to early man. With such a huge undertaking, there's a lot for this game to cover. With all of that potential, it would make sense to see DLC expansion, or possibly even a sequel. But are there any plans to expand on this game? Hi, I'm Naomi from SegmentNext, and here's what you need to know. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon to keep tabs on our future content. Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey released August 27th to PC via the Epic Game Store, with plans for release later this year to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and in 2020 it will be released to Steam. One of the things that made this game one to watch when it was first announced was the fact that Panache Digital, aka the creative director of Assassin's Creed, would be designing Ancestors. On top of that, it's his first game in 10 years. Now, it's easy to see that the two game franchises are quite different from each other, but that just makes the possibilities of this game that much more interesting. The game itself acts as a generational survival game, with the goal to explore and experiment. Experience is then quantified and used as XP to unlock neural pathways and gain advantages for future generations, with the result of course being evolution. When you start the game, you are an early primate in Neogene Africa about 10 million years ago, with a blank palette for how the world around you works. You are then tasked, with absolutely no hand-holding mind you, to figure out what is edible, what's poisonous, how to escape predators, or beat the life out of them, create healthy clans, and propagate the species, all of the things that are in the daily life of early man. With the core concept being evolution, it's clear to us, the player, that there's more to the story since, we exist. So clearly, there is more for the developer to explore. There is the possibility of leading players through various eras of humanity, all the way up to modern humans. There could even be explorations of different species, looking at how they evolve or even branch off. This could turn into a very cool teaching game like Minecraft was able to be. But anyway, essentially there is a lot to do with this concept. Slight spoilers ahead, but right now the game ends at 2 million years, around the time of Lucy, the earliest known human ancestor. And currently there haven't been any official announcements for DLC, or any future games from publisher Panache Digital Studios. But don't lose hope yet. Polygon reported back in April that Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey is just volume 1 of a 3-part story that Desolé and Panache Digital hope to tell. Future volumes, they hope, will be closer to human stories, but the full story of humankind was too big for just one game. Desolé also said some interesting things about the future of Panache to GameIndustry.biz in an interview published in July. Panache has another IP called 1666 Amsterdam, which we will eventually make, but I have my own personal portfolio of ideas, and they're not all set in the past. Eventually, for sure, we will need to do a game set in the future, or Fantasyland, or set in reality. I have a game idea that's really precise about a story that happened to my father. My father is a survivor of the earthquake in Haiti in 2010, and I want to tell that story eventually. With a game like Ancestors, mods are a natural fit. Actually, some mods already have been popping up, and it's likely there will be many more. A modding community would only support the idea of creating more content. So will we see DLC or a sequel for Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey? We do have hope with the news of a possible trilogy, but it's possible there aren't any solid plans, at least not yet, for any expansion or DLC. But we definitely will be seeing more from Panache Digital with those other titles that Desolé mentioned. Alright. So would you rather see DLC content or a whole new game expanding on what Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey started? Are you interested in modding this game? And what would you want to see in an expansion/sequel? Let us know in the comments below. I'm Naomi with SegmentNext. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.